What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we of course talk all things boxing. Do remember to like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, put it on all so you get notified of all the latest content as and when it drops on the channel. So let's get into this one. So as you all will know by now, Dillian Whyte, he had adverse findings in his PD test, in the drugs testing, found out by UCAD. So as it stands now, he's out of the fight. And today we had the press conference for Robert Helenius versus Anthony Joshua. Now, Robert Helenius is the guy who has stepped up at the very last minute to face Anthony Joshua. He had a fight last Saturday, just gone. So when it comes to the day of the fight, he's going to have two fights within 2 weeks, or within 1 week, should I say. So for me personally, I have no issue with this choice of opponent. Watching the press conference, there seemed to be lots and lots of comments, people sort of coming after AJ, criticizing him, saying that he's letting the sport down, this, that, and the other. And this whole thing has garnered a lot of criticism, and funnily enough, a lot of this criticism is of sort of Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, and AJ, which to me personally, I find that weird, because at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua was ready to fight Dillian Whyte. That was the preferred opponent that we all would have preferred to see him box. That was the guy that was meant to be fighting him. And that is the guy that actually failed the PD test. That's the guy with the adverse findings, Dillian Whyte. It's got nothing really to do with Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua. Whyte is a fighter that I like. I respect him, and I hope he does come out as innocent somehow. I mean, it doesn't look like he will. It looks like he's, all from what we're seeing now sort of points towards his guilt and the fact that, yes, you did take this substance. I suppose the Conor Benn case shows us that it's still possible, although it looks one way, for it to be another. Maybe there's some, but I think barring some sort of miracle or some amazing finding about contamination or whatever, I think as it stands, he looks to have, whether intentionally or unintentionally, taken something you shouldn't have. So yeah, now in steps Robert Helenius. So press conference was the usual AJ press conference, nothing particularly exciting. AJ just saying his particular stuff. His focus is to be victorious. His focus is just to win the fight. Nothing special, nothing particularly exciting. It kind of took Eddie Hearn with his leading questions to try and egg these guys on a little bit. Helenius, he was just quite humble, saying he's happy for the opportunity and giving thanks to Eddie Hearn for getting the opportunity, and he's looking forward to it. He said he found out sort of 5 minutes after his fight, which took place Saturday just gone. So yeah, for me, he's a suitable opponent. He's a guy that AJ should be beating, and AJ should be stopping if he's anywhere near his best. There is one danger punch, however, with Robert Helenius. He does possess a powerful right hand that if he catches AJ with it, then AJ will be in trouble. But generally, AJ is the sort of superior athlete. He's the superior technician, superior boxer. And he's probably the bigger puncher of the two, and he's just technically better. He's in a good stage of his career. The only real question mark over AJ in this fight is about his confidence. Has he got that confidence back? Because the last performance against Jermaine Franklin, it was good in the sense that he nearly won every round. He practically swept the fight, won it very, very comfortably. But he still looked a bit timid. He still looked a bit hesitant at points. So this fight will be, although many people see it as something he's just going to walk through this guy, which he could well just walk through Helenius. He's got the ability to do it. But the question is all about his mindset. Has he got the mindset to do it? Has he got his confidence back to be sort of the AJ of old, who will let his hands go, throw the combinations, and really stick it on someone? That's what we want to see as the fans. And I, for one, I'm sort of in two minds about it. In one sense, I think AJ might do that. He might have his confidence back, and he may just, go back to the ways of old, throw his combinations, let his hands go, get aggressive, get on the attack, and let Helenius have it. That's what I'm hoping will happen. But lately, the way Joshua has been fighting has been a lot more reserved. He's been sort of boxing behind the jab. He's been doing a lot more boxing than he has fighting and brawling and letting his hands go. He's been a lot more careful since he's lost to Usyk. So the Franklin fight wasn't particularly exciting because he was boxing and he was sort of taking his time, playing it safe, being careful, but boxing almost a kind of a version of how Vladimir Klitschko used to box, which is safety first. You jab, you hold when you need to, and you just win it on points. And that's kind of the direction AJ's been going. Not a carbon copy of Klitschko, but the same sort of thing. He's content to sort of just win the rounds, outbox you, and win the fight. But in this fight, I think this is his chance now to really showcase a different side to himself, showcase some aggression, show the fans that he's still got it, because there's a lot of doubt over him. There's a lot of dirt on his name, a lot of people who don't believe in him anymore and saying he's sort of lost his fire. But I think in this fight, AJ can show that he still does indeed have the fire. But, on another side of it, I think one side of me thinks, yeah, he's got the fire, he's going to be aggressive, he's going to, let his hands go sort of thing. But based on the recent performance, I'm going to say AJ, even if he does get aggressive in this fight, I think he's going to still be a little bit reserved. I think he still may sort of have a look at Helenius for a few rounds and then perhaps step it up once he gets into the fight. I think I get the feeling it's going to be that sort of performance where AJ does give us a bit of aggression, does give us, a few punches and bunches, but I think he's going to take a few rounds to do that. I don't think he's just going to jump on Helenius like Deontay Wilder did, but, I think he's going to sort of feel his way into the fight, box for a bit, and then hopefully let his hands go later on in the fight. But anyway, yeah, calm press conference. I'm happy with the choice of opponent. There might be a slight bit of pressure on AJ, I think, in terms of trying to match what Deontay Wilder did, because Deontay Wilder took Helenius out in one round. But hopefully with his team around him and, Derek James, he'll sort of put Deontay Wilder's performance out of hand. Don't try and compete. Just do the best you can do and work out your game plan and, just fight your fight. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. A bit of scattered thoughts there for you. Let me know your thoughts on AJ versus Helenius. What do you think of Helenius as an opponent, as a last minute change? And also, how do you think, what's the outcome of the fight for you? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, it's MKO Pugilism over and out. Catch you in the next one.